Grace Church, we'll just look at the next section of Mark chapter 1 and just verses. The temptation of Jesus. Immediately, the Spirit drove him into the wilderness. He was in the wilderness 40 days being tempted by Satan. He was with the wild animals and the angels were serving him. And again, here you've got Mark Justice. There's lots of this in Mark, lots of immediately, lots of suddenly, lots of then, next, bish, bash, bosh. But what's interesting is in this thing is what is much trying to say? Well, firstly, who takes Jesus to the wilderness? The Spirit drove Jesus into the wilderness. The Spirit took Jesus into the wilderness, and that just makes me think. Sometimes we think about the wilderness as an entirely negative thing, but the Spirit of God drove, pushed, forced, kind of, like a hand in the back. The Spirit took Jesus into the wilderness, and there he was for 40 days. When this is kind of you've got to notice the numbers that crop up in the Bible, and there are a few sets of numbers that kind of crop up time and time again. 3, 7, 40. 40 is a number which crops up lots of, 40 years in the wilderness, 40 days up a mountain, 40. So the number 40, I'd have to look into it as to kind of the times that it crops up. It's a number that kind of, the number of days of the flood, the number of times spying in Canaan, the number of years wandering, 40. So Jesus is going into the wilderness as the people of God went into the wilderness, and there he will come out and he will lead the people out. Maybe there's something there, but he's in the wilderness, and there he's doing battle. He's being tempted by Satan, and Mark doesn't tell us what the temptations were. We don't have any conversation. Just got Jesus in the wilderness 40 days tempted by Satan, but it was the Spirit that took him there. And it's like at the start of his ministry, the Spirit puts him in the arena. At the start of his ministry, there is a battle. Now, Jesus, in his ministry, has kind of drives out evil spirits. But here, it's not evil spirits, it is Satan himself. We might battle with evil spirits and negative things. Jesus is confronted by the arch enemy himself. This is the big boss coming out and being tempted by Satan. And not only is spiritual danger being tempted by Satan in the arena of the wilderness, he is with wild animals. So there is physical danger. So there's spiritual danger, physical danger. We don't really know what does it mean that the angels were serving him. We don't really know. This is a bit mysterious as what the angels were doing. But in the arena of spiritual, that the Spirit led you into, Jesus is not alone. And I think that's really important for us to know. We sometimes will find ourselves, we'll know that this is, we can't work out how, but God has taken us here. We are in the arena, and it is hard, and there's not a lot of comfort around. The wilderness is not a comforting place. It's not full of easy things. It's the opposite. It's barren. It's desert. It's hard. It's harsh. This is the environment that Jesus is in, but he is not alone. The Spirit took him there. That gave confidence. The angels serve him. He has spiritual help in his time of battle. I'm pretty sure that will be true for us too, that when we feel that we are both, when we are in the wilderness, when we are being battled, we are not alone. The Spirit taking us there, and the angels' spiritual help will come. We will not be alone.